this video, we're going to look at the Live Data API. First, let's log into Acuity to get some necessary information. To obtain the IP address and API token, first log into Acuity. From there, click on the Config dropdown. Next, click Integrations and External APIs. In the Focus Cloud Platform API, you'll find the WAN IP address. Make note of this to use in your API. Scrolling down on the bottom right-hand corner, you'll find the API token. Click on the blue View button to see the API token. After you've made note of the token, you can hide the token by hitting the button again. Now that we have these two important parameters, next let's learn more about the API URL. The Live Data API is a RESTful endpoint designed to facilitate the transmission of real-time data from multiple devices to a central server. It enables clients to send data in JSON format securely over HTTPS. Here are some of the key features. Real-time data transmission. This allows devices to send live data to the server as it is generated. Secure communication. This utilizes HTTPS for encrypted communication, ensuring data integrity and confidentiality. Flexible payload. This accepts a JSON payload with device IDs mapped to specific parameters, allowing for customized data transmission. Authentication. This requires a valid authentication token to be included in the request header, ensuring only authorized clients can access the API. To effectively use the API, it's crucial to understand the components of the URL and how to construct requests. Below is a breakdown of the URL structure. The protocol specifies the communication protocol used to interact with the server, in this case, HTTPS. Next, you can use the WAN IP address found in Acuity or the proxy URL. If using the WAN IP address, you also need to use the port number. This specifies a specific endpoint on the server for network communications. Port 8443 is often used for HTTPS traffic, especially when the standard HTTPS port 443 is not available or is being used for another purpose. The path is an API endpoint that serves as the entry point for sending live data from various devices to the server. It allows clients to transmit real-time data in JSON format securely over HTTPS. The primary purpose of this endpoint is to facilitate the transmission of live data streams from distributed devices or sensors to a centralized data repository. To test the API, you can make an initial call using tools like Postman. A successful response typically includes a status code indicating success and the requested data in the response body. The sample request demonstrates how to access the live data endpoint. For the request method, select Post from the drop-down menu, and then enter the API endpoint URL. Next, set the request body. Navigate to the Body tab and choose the Raw option. Then in the text area, enter a JSON request body formatted as seen below. Setting the request body for live data refers to the process of constructing and formatting the data payload that will be sent to an API endpoint to request real-time or live data from specified devices. The Acuity user manual has a full description of the JSON body format and each response parameter. Once the request is sent, Postman will display the response in the response section. You can review the response body, headers, and status code. A sample output is provided to illustrate the format and content of a successful API response. This is an overview of the Live Data API in Acuity.